Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. I almost rescheduled this live because I was having tech issues. I think we're good, but let me know. Let me know if we're good because, girl, I was this close to rescheduling this live, y'all. This was not because of my wardrobe or anything like that. This was tech issues. So let me know if we're good. Let me make sure. And it's so crazy. I was live earlier today. I was live on Patreon. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. Hold on. Let me collect my thoughts. let me calm down, because you know when you having tech issues, things are not working the way they're supposed to, and then you get stressed. Let me calm down. All right, let's get into this. Let's talk about Lily. I think her name is Lily Phillips. Let me double check. Yes, Lily Phillips. She is 23 years old, and she found 101 men to sleep with her in one day. And she's attempting to seek 1,000 men to sleep with in one day. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to, yes, 23 years old. Isn't that crazy? 23. So we're going to go ahead and react. Well, I'm going to be reacting to the documentary that, let me see. Let's see. I believe his name is Josh Peters. Let me pull up his YouTube channel because I haven't watched it. Have you watched it? Have y'all actually watched the documentary, or are people just going off of social media? I actually wanted to sit and like watch it in full. Wait a minute. Having issues again. Okay. I think we're good now. So let me go ahead and pull it up. Honestly, I really wanted to talk about how this one woman who is choosing to sleep with 100 men in one day, 101 men in one day, how she's being labeled the modern day woman, but there were more men who participated than there were women who participated in this. And I just think that's interesting to me. And I just want men to understand that misogyny is not your masculinity in all cases. Sometimes misogyny is just your contradiction. Because we could sit up here and we could talk about how she slept with 101 men in one day, but what about the men who signed up to sleep with her in the same day? And I'm pretty sure she had to notify them, because she has to notify all the partners that she slept with in this one day. So I'm pretty sure the men knew about it and decided to still move forward with sleeping with her in one day. And I don't really see too many men point that out. I see men wanting to put this on all women, as if I would go out here and sleep with 100 men in a day. That's just insane. I wouldn't even sleep with multiple men in a week, a month. So, but that's me, right? But I'm noticing that a lot of these men are wanting to make it seem like she's the standard. But to me, it would make more sense to say the men that were involved in this situation are the standard. This is another prime example of why I believe a lot of the men that come online and they're like, oh, women are going to die alone. Women are going to die alone. How? When this woman was able to find 101 men in a day that would sign up to sleep with her, knowing that she was going to sleep with 100 other men. So it's just crazy to me, but let's just get into it. Let me pull up, because and then you also, I want to talk about too, how where are the morals for these men? Because this is one woman. It's clear that, her morals look differently, but where are the morals for the men in this situation? How do you find 101 men to sign up for this? Where are the morals? Where are the men that's going to step in and say, oh, like you should, that could hurt you. It could mess with your mental. It can mess up your physical. I don't see anyone talking about this. I just see everyone ganging up on this one woman and then labeling her the modern woman. And it's just insane to me when there were way more men that participated. There were more men that participated in the situation than there were women. So let's just get into it.
I'm Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting run through by 100 guys.
The world of adult entertainment is $1 billion business.
You know what I'm liking so far? I don't see no black people. I don't see no black woman. Okay, let's continue. Because a black woman can never do this. A black woman could never go down in history doing this. You are aware that our reputation would never recover from this. So I just wanted to point that out too, because they try to make it seem like the biggest 304s are black women. But okay, let's continue. It just seems like the rules are different when it comes to them. That's all. Even though someone in my last video made a great point. She commented and she said, I wouldn't even want this level of privilege where I could go and sleep with 100 men in a day and my reputation recover. I was like, oh, that's a different way to look at it. Okay. Wait a minute. I don't know if this is copyrighted. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me slow down. A black woman could never do nothing like this. Absolutely not. All right.
Hey! Hi, Lily. I'm Josh.
I'm more of a hugger.
Nice to meet you. Is it a shoes off house? A shoes on house?
Shoes on. Honestly, I've got a dog. Like, it's a total mess.
I just want to see if there are going to be any women who support her through this.
Want a glass of water?
I would love a glass of water.
I mean,
could I have a tea? As a word, like, so is that the right terminology? I'm a YouTuber, so I'm a bit red-faced and new to this world. But what is the
people call me anything. Star, escort, OnlyFans girl, anything really. I don't really care. It's not a bother to me. I don't drink tea.
She's also British. So this is to the men that are out here putting this on all modern women here in the US. This woman is not even from the US. No shade. Okay. I'm just pointing out the facts. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No. So this is probably going to taste like shit because I don't really know how to make it, but just good for one thing, me, honestly.
Having been involved in the world of YouTube content creation for 10 years, I've witnessed some extreme measures taken in order to achieve online fame, as well as taking some extreme measures of my own. But none quite as extreme as the stunt I came across which inspired this documentary. Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old OnlyFans star living in London who describes herself as an English was planning on hosting an event where she would sleep with 100 of her fans in a single day.
How did you get into doing this for a career?
Well, I started when I was at university. Very, very tame stuff. Hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university and I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being a anyway?
Like, I was just being at university. Like, I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university, but then haven't.
Y'all, this is hard. This is hard. It's hard. You know why? Because it's just the level of privilege, even with her being so out there and so forthcoming with her sexuality, a Black woman could never do this. So it's just, I don't know. Hold on. Let me process this. Wait a minute. Let me just process this. Like, wow, girl. So before she even got started out here making that dollar, she was out here moving around crazy in college. And then she was like, oh, she got the bright idea. Like, oh, well, if I'm going to be out here, I might as well get the bag. That's crazy. I might as well make some money.
Gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like very just okay with doing that. Like I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
Yeah.
I just thought I might just make like a couple £100, can get a few rounds of drinks in, stuff like that. Just helps me out a little bit while I'm at university.
Sure.
I didn't think it would turn into like my whole career. But I think as soon as I started on the platform, I kind of realized, I guess, how much money you can make and also just how much I loved it. I was just like, why am I doing a whole degree? Last week, I was like 23 guys all at once. And like, some people would be like, you're insane. Like, I would have to be paid to do that. And I'm like, no, that's just fun to me.
Would you call yourself a businesswoman?
I don't know about that. People would give me a bit of stick if I said I was a businesswoman, but I guess definitely business-minded.
I would call you a businesswoman.
You know, I'm really trying to understand like how this is sensational. I don't know. And the reason I say this is because we get sore down there. Like after a while, we actually get sore. So I'm just trying to like really put myself in that space with her to find this appealing or fun or even like a turn on or something like that. Because we experience soreness. I mean, outside of like bodily fluid and bacteria and things like that, like we actually experience soreness and things. So I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. So, and do you think that these men are endearing, went through these sexual experiences that she has, or do you think it's more bang bang and like, you know, roll over, toss you over, something like that? So it's just interesting that this is her mindset, because I'm gonna assume that they're not endearing when they're engaging in this act with her. I'm pretty sure that it's more on the rougher side. So I guess
a lot more people would use the word just. I guess.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I literally, I've never really cared what people think. It doesn't really bother me. I have such a supportive like family and friends, and what they think about me is so much more important than what strangers think about me. Come on in. Hi.
Hey, I'm Josh.
You're hi, nice to meet you.
So tall, isn't it?
Is you a PA?
Yes, yeah.
So how many people are there in Team Lily?
8, 9?
There's 9.
I don't know. Yeah, quite a.
I think I'm 9 now.
Yeah, 9 now. Yeah.
9 payrolled members of staff.
Yeah.
You are a businesswoman. I've seen you say on podcasts and things before that your family and your parents are proud of you and what you've achieved.
Well, my parents knew straight from the start, like, about what I was doing. Yeah, I was just very open with it. Obviously, at the start, they were a bit apprehensive because they want me to be safe and they want me to make good decisions and stuff like that. I just think I can't hold myself back and do something that I'm scared what other people might think.
Your parents must be very sort of forward-thinking and open-minded, which is great, because I think if I told my parents that...
Is this forward-thinking, y'all, or is this... Someone in the chat says self-harm. Is it forward-thinking? I'm not really agreeing with that.
I was the UK's biggest cunt. They probably... they wouldn't like that. Show me the set.
No, of course, the set. Where the magic happens.
What's this?
I was trying to train my dog how to use it to like get, so she needs.
Oh, so that's not for.
No, it's not for like practical purposes. Don't you worry. Are you into any of that, like kinky stuff?
Not massively, no judgment, but like I haven't done much kinky stuff.
No, I usually just like get my little camera,
Mm-hmm.
pop it on there. I mean, it's usually quite easy. And then it depends if we're doing like we usually talk through if we want to do like a storyline.
Yeah.
Or just more of like a gonzo video.
What's a gonzo video?
Just normal, like just the actual part. I'd rather do it like this where I prop it up, or like have my assistant film it for me, because then you can usually get a bit better angles if like someone else is moving it. And
that's not like awkward, like having her film it or anything?
No, not
Clearly not.
My toy drop.
He gonna say, is it awkward? Clearly it's not awkward for her. She's been doing this for quite some time. She started in college.
Oh,
okay.
I'll get some out for you. You'll be shocked as to what goes up my ass.
I'm afraid that's just a cone.
It's a hefty thing. Go up either hole.
No, it can't.
These are more like my toys. Before I do a shoot, I'll wear like a plug all day. This is more for like girl on girl stuff.
Yeah, it's got the double end.
This one's another like big kind of one.
Looks angry. Looks like Smog from The Hobbit.
Smog
is the dragon.
That's more like a toy, but it's quite cool because you can put that in and it's like see-through and you can obviously see inside your
which is obviously great.
These ones are always done because they get like all types of bodily liquids like in there. Vibrators, very relatable. Normal kind of looking ones.
Right.
Strap on, tail, double toy stuff.
Oh, he's got a bum. Thank you for showing us.
No worries.
I need a break. You know, again, will we see a Black woman in a position where this can be documented and her family will support her, her parents will support her, and her friends will support? No. Yes, a whole library. And I like, why is he touching her toys? I think that's weird. I mean, I'm assuming she probably cleaned them for this whole documentary and everything. She knew she was going to be on camera, but sir, be so freaking for real. Okay. I mean, let's continue.
After showing me her eclectic collection, Lily invited me to join her for a stroll on the King's Road to find an outfit to wear for her upcoming big day of sleeping with 100 men.
What would be the demographic of guy that would recognize you normally?
I'd say more of a, it's going to sound mean, but more like a chubby, younger guy. And not ones that you find in Chelsea, I don't think.
Right. You're going to have to 100 guys. Do you ever think about what it would be like if you ran into one of them in the streets after that had happened?
When I did 37 guys in a day, I genuinely can't remember any of their faces.
Right.
Or maybe if I saw that, I'd recognize them. But
yeah.
If I don't...
She said she did 37 guys in a day and she doesn't even remember what they look like. Is she like intoxicating? Like, is she taking some type of, is she taking drugs? Is she drinking alcohol? How you not remember? Is it backdoor action? Like, what's he? Like, how you not remember the 37, what they faces look like? I mean, I know it's 37 faces, but you wouldn't be able to point them out on the street? That's insane.
Find someone attractive, I struggle to like look at them while I'm having sex with them.
But you don't struggle to have sex with them?
No. Before I had sex, I was never much for. I actually wanted to wait till marriage at one point. I just used to think it was a real special thing. As soon as I actually did it and had, I kind of realised that it wasn't special, and also that I just really loved it and really enjoyed it.
So basically, she said, "Okay, oh my God, bless her heart." So she's saying that sex to her is not special, which means sex with her is not special. But it's because she didn't make it special. And I need the girls to understand this. Like, if you don't carry yourself in a way that is special, then you won't be special. And things won't be special to you and it won't be special to others. Most people don't know how special you are until they don't have access to you anymore. But if you're going into it with the mindset that, oh, it's not special, I wanted to wait, really it comes down to how you view yourself and how you view yourself in these spaces that you share with other people. Because that's what it's really about. Sex is something that can be a special experience, but you have to create that. If you're just out here, sleeping with this guy, then yeah, it's not going to be special because you didn't make it special. You didn't make it hard. You didn't make it worth a man's while by making it special. She is in that mindset because I'm pretty sure when she was young, she was just probably thinking, oh, this is the thing to do. And now she's developed the mindset that it's not special. But I'm like, well, that's how, you've been out here doing X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it's not going to be special to you. That's like me eating Thanksgiving dinner every day, twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. So when Thanksgiving actually happens, right? It's not going to be special on Thanksgiving because I'm like, well, shit, I've been eating it for the last 360 4 days. Like, it's not going to be special on Thanksgiving. So, ladies, you have to make yourself special. And it's really about how you carry yourself. But if you just out here, hey, you just out here. And no, it's not going to be special because you're not making it special.
And I want to do it way more often.
And do you think your partner one day will be someone from the industry most likely, or?
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents because that's the one thing I guess they worry about is like, will you ever find a boyfriend?
Yeah.
But there's so many guys out in the world. I think, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I rather think it's going to be someone from the industry or someone who is into lending me out.
Lending you out?
Yeah. Like into hot wife or being a...
We're looking basically for an outfit for you to wear when you have sex with 100 guys in one day.
Yeah. These guys have all seen me online.
Y'all, do you think it's red pill for me to say that if I don't think she's going to find a guy to marry her? I mean, she may, right? If this was a Black woman, I would say, hell no. I say, girl, you lucky if you find somebody at all. But because she's a Caucasian woman, yeah, like she can clean herself up and she can find somebody. She would have to repent, clean herself up, clean up her image. Yeah, she'll find somebody. I've seen porn stars. Ooh, can I say that? Oh my God. I've seen corn stars. Corn. Okay. I did not say the P word. I said corn. I've seen corn stars get married and have a family and settle down and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've seen them. I don't know what their names are. There was one girl, I forget. She was a brunette, or she had like dark hair. And she got married. People take her serious. So I believe she'll find a husband. But if this was a Black woman, hell no. Absolutely not. It's different for us. Yeah, Kim. That's true. That's true. Ice-T's wife. That's true. But can you name any Black women though? That's what I want to name. Just name one Black woman that was able to do something like this. And she went off, got married, had kids, lived a regular life. A Black woman. Superhead got married. Pink. Are these women married, y'all? Married, legally married. That's. I don't think. Absolutely. I know. I don't think Pinky is married. Absolutely not. Eve. Why are y'all including Eve? Eve was a rapper. Or are y'all talking about somebody else? Okay, it's really looking like it's a no. I'm really like waiting. Like y'all gonna name somebody? Yeah. I am me said ...
I can't turn up looking like a hat.
No.
Yeah. Do you like that one or the black one? I can always get both.
Will you just get like one, or will you get like a
I
few?
might get a couple in case one gets a bit soggy.
It's all tax deductible.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
Something
amazing.
to do with your business. That's quite nice. I love a push up.
I feel like for a Black woman, you got to be a low key hoe. You know what I mean? Like you can't be out here on the internet being a hoe. But yeah, you can't be caught on video being a hoe. But yeah, yep. But no, I feel like men care because they are looking for validation from other men. So I'm gonna have to disagree with that part. And then you also have to understand that some Black men will still date a Caucasian woman that's out here like this because of the status symbol that it gives them. It just depends on the situation. You know, every situation is going to be unique. But you got to understand that men care desperately when it comes to what other men think about the woman that they have. You got to be so for real. So I'm going to have to disagree with that part. But I agree that, some of the biggest, back in the day, they was definitely out here. And yeah, I can honestly agree that they got wiped for sure. It just really depends on, honestly, I really think it comes down to a man's social circle. And I really feel like it comes down to how he's being validated by his social circle, depending on whether he'll marry her or not. I'm being so for real because, I mean, not to put too much of my personal business out here, but I know somebody. I can't even say how I know this person because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, I'll say this. I know a guy that had a friend that was out here dating a stripper, and the only reason why he broke up with her, he was so in love with her, y'all. He was so in love with her. And the only reason why he broke up with her and cut things off was because of his friend group. But I can't say how I know this happened, but that's all I'm gonna say. So like I said, I really think it comes down to how his social circle supports him, validates him when it comes to the women that he's dating. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, girl, yes. Hell yeah, because they were making fun of him. They were talking shit about, oh, like, I can't believe you're taking her serious. Like, they were just doing a lot of like roasting, a lot of talking shit. And so he ended up breaking up with her. But he was so in love with her, though. He was so in love with her. And I'm not gonna lie, though, she was a little toxic, but he was in love with her. And the only reason why he really cut it off was because of the little toxicity stuff. But then also, it was also because his social group wasn't really supporting the relationship. And, that's a big deal for some men. That is a big deal. So it just depends.
Yeah, I've left Lily to it. Are these men going to be appreciating the time, effort, and dedication that has gone into this? It's not, actually.
Sir, you know the answer to that. Why is he asking us, are they going to appreciate it? Hell no. No. Some of these men in marriages don't even appreciate a woman going out of her way to get some lingerie. So why would you ask that question?
But I'm filming a video with a girl who's going to be sleeping with 100 guys in one day, and she is picking out her outfit for that day.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Does she find them on the internet?
Yes. So you can apply if you're a subscriber of her OnlyFans. So up to 100 people, and then the whole 100 of them get to have with her one at a time on the 19th of October in London.
Oh, and it's on television?
It's going to be on her OnlyFans.
Oh, I see. Okay. She's got to have an early night tonight.
Yes, she does. A lot of electrolytes, a lot of sustenance, a lot of fiber.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. Have a great night. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye there.
And then, you know what's so crazy about this? You know what's so crazy? And please, sex workers, please do not come at me. Please do not come at me sideways. But if this was truly healthy for women to take on 100 men in a day, why does she have to basically prepare for this? She has to take electrolytes. She has to take on a high fiber diet, which, listen, you should already be on a high fiber diet. But it's like, I'm pretty sure she's just eating nothing but greens. She's drinking nothing but electrolytes to prepare for this. The fact that you even have to go to this level to prepare for what you're about to put your body to should tell you probably shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? And like, girls will argue this. They will argue this down. And I also want to comment too. When we talk about sexual liberation, to me, sexual liberation is not actually liberating. It's not. You want the freedom to be able to go out here and do what men do, and you feel like that's liberating. But what is it doing to you though? Because if you have to compromise your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health to pull this off, is it really liberating? And that's why I'm not really here for the whole sleeping around and it's liberating. I don't see it that way. I really don't. I mean, I could see the part where you get to pick and choose, but you're an adult. Adulthood gives you that liberation, but sexual liberation to me is like the way some women try to categorize it or they try to give it a description. I'm like, that's not really liberating at all, because if it was, why does it come with bacteria? Why does it come with STDs? Why does it come with possibly getting a sexually transmitted disease that you can't get rid of? If it's really liberating though, that's what I'm not understanding. And I need the girls to get back to the basics of what is truly liberating when it comes to your sexual experiences. Is it in fact liberating to you? Because if she has to go through all of this, it seems like it's causing damage and it's not actually liberating her. Like, she has the freedom to choose this for herself, but what is it actually doing though? Okay. I just wanted to point that out, because I'm like, I think the whole sexual liberation, like it just shouldn't come with all of these problems. I don't think it should.
She seemed kind of okay with that, which I wasn't expecting.
Not you.
Is this one of them fake taxis?
I don't know what's a fake taxi.
You don't know what fake taxi is? Have you never seen like it on Hub? It's called fake taxi, and basically the taxi driver ends up like f***ing the passenger.
Really?
Yeah. Search it all when you get home.
So far, is this a normal day in the life of Lily Phillips?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm gonna go home now. Do
Yeah.
some content and stuff like that. I'll show you how I go about just filming day to day.
How much does it cost for the video calls?
How much are they? Like 100 per minute.
Per minute?
300 for 5 minutes, and then
She
500
knows.
for 10 minutes.
I'm interested to see how much money she actually made from doing this. And I wonder if other girls are going to follow behind her. Like if other OnlyFans girls are going to follow behind her, depending on how much she made from doing all of this.
Wow.
You think a taxi driver would know what fake taxi was?
Oh, he knows.
Lily agreed to show me the business side of her operation. OnlyFans might be what she enjoys, but it also provides a hefty paycheck.
Your moneymaker is OnlyFans.
I started an OnlyFans.
$1 million in a day.
£42,000 in one night.
I'm gonna go get some oysters and champagne.
You have your little ones?
They could cry in a Ferrari.
I'll show you my first month. 30.
It's so crazy how I just asked that and then boom, $20 million. Listen, ooh, I'm about to go in on the men. Cause you know that ain't our money. That's not the ladies. And see, this is why I could never be red pill or like be on the men's side of things, because it's like, you're not about to embarrass me. You're not about to embarrass me. What if I was on the men's side right now and I'm like, this is so wrong. This is so wrong. Like, this is so wrong. Like, right? Like, what if I was really up here like, yeah, like, this is so wrong. Like, you need to close your legs. And you want to know why I don't be out here coaching the girls, telling them what they should and shouldn't do with their body when it comes to this whole sex work, OnlyFans bullshit, is because I know a man out here that's going to support her and put money in her checking account, her savings account. Hell, she's going to be able to retire early if she chooses to. This is why I be minding my damn business, because I know what it really comes down to. It comes down to that money. And you know what's crazy? The men be giving them the money. The men are the ones out here making these girls stars, literally. So I'm sorry, but I just feel like I would look so dumb trying to talk these girls out of doing what they're doing when I know there's going to be hundreds of men supporting them, thousands of men supporting them, millions of men supporting them. I can't compete with that. This is why I mind my damn business. Listen, if this is what Lily wants to do, this is how she wants to get the bag, I'm gonna mind my damn business, because I know there are men out there that are going to support these girls. $20 million is a lot of money. And if we're keeping it real, do you not understand that if men could be out here making that type of money, they would do it too? And then would have the double standard behind it too. Like, oh, but yeah, I'm a guy. And so, those rules don't apply to me. So that's why I just be minding my business. Listen, the girls are going to do what the girls are going to do. The only thing I could tell you is like, girl, you should want more for yourself. You really should, because your sexual energy is something that you should see as a sacred exchange. And you shouldn't want to just give that to anybody, because first of all, these men don't appreciate the sexual energy that you give. They're like energy vampires. They'll suck your good ass sexual energy and then go suck another woman's good ass sexual energy and another woman's good ass sexual energy and another woman's good sexual energy, and then they'll be walking around like all high off of all of these women and their sexual energy, right? And live their best lives. And then you will feel depleted. You will feel drained. You will feel like something was taken from you. And it's because something was. You have to cherish your sexual energy, because honestly, it comes from a place of creativity. It comes from a place of ambition, drive, like your sexual energy. And you know what? I'm going to get into this, because a lot of men will be like, oh, I don't like your mouth. I don't like your attitude. But my sexual energy that is very passionate, it could be very intense. You like that though. You like that though. You like that though. Right. But when it comes to me speaking my mind, that's too much for you. That's too much for you. It's just too much for you to handle. It's too much. But when it comes to the sexual energy that we exchange sexually, oh, you like that though. But you don't like a woman that speaks her mind. You don't like a woman that is headstrong though. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, ladies, I feel like you should be selective of who you give that experience to, because a lot of these men don't even deserve it. And then have you ever been in a situation where you gave your sexual energy to a man and then he go take the energy that you gave him and get in another woman's face and want to act like he's this guy? And it's like, you gave him that confidence. You gave him that confidence, and now he in another woman's face with his shoulders rolled back, with his head up, and he just doing it. That's why that's why this over here, you can't get access to it easily. Like, you can't, because I done seen too many men out here get in another woman's face with my good ass energy and think that it's them when really it's me. And so because of that, I'm just like, I had to cut off some people. For real. And then when you cut them off and then they don't have access to you anymore, right? All of a sudden, their life isn't the same. And then they come crawling back to you because they're like, oh, like, I thought that was all me. I thought that was all me. And I'm like, no, it wasn't all you. So I need the girls to understand that that's what that is. And so and I'm not going to take the religious aspect of sex, because someone gave me that when I was out here young, and it just, I mean, I'm not going to say the religious approach isn't proper or anything. I mean, it did help, but it's like, you want the realness, right? The realness is that man will take your sexual energy and get in another woman's face with it. That's it. Okay. That's why you should cherish it, because that's going to trigger your ego. And that's why the girls be crashing out. That's why the girls be burning houses down. That's why the girls be out here ruining in cars, vandalizing this and that. That's because he took your sexual energy, went to another woman with all of this confidence, feeling himself and everything like that, and then left you high and dry. And now you feel like somebody stole something from you. And that's what it was. And you have to understand how powerful your sexual energy is. Your sexual energy can literally create life, but your sexual energy can also create drive. It can create passion. There's a lot of things that come with your sexual energy. So, I mean, we can take the religious approach, but I just want you to understand that your sexual energy is very powerful, and you should be a little picky about who you giving that to. You really should. You really should. Because how many men, if you ever seen a man have an orgasm, like, we might as well just keep it all the way real. If you ever seen a man have an orgasm, do you not see the faces that they make? You just gave that man life. And then, you know, it's even crazier, right? Is that he didn't give you life back. Like a lot of times men don't give you the same life that you give them. It's just a fact. It is just, it's rare. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's like slim pickings out here for you to get the exchange, right? An exchange, right? But for the most part, most men are getting their lives. So you should be getting something back in return. And so that may require you to be a little more picky. That's all. You know, I would tell you what my grandmother told me. My grandmother said, listen, you need to cook him a meal and see how he eat that meal. And you got to put your foot in it to really see if he's even worth your time. Because if he ain't licking and sucking on the food that you made, then it probably ain't worth your damn time. And that's just a fact. That is a fact. And honestly, I'm going to give you a tip. Make some chicken wings. Then you can just get the answer real quick. If he not sucking and licking on them bones, listen, make something with a bone involved in it. And if he's not licking and sucking, don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Half the time, they're not even worth it.
$10,338.
And can you give us like any indication as to what a more recent month might look like?
I'll just show you. I don't really want to say if that's okay.
I think it's more money than you might be imagining. And you made me pay for the cab. So you say you're going to do some work today. Like, how are you going to decide what to film this afternoon?
Usually I'm going to prioritize my customs.
Like they've paid for like a customized request?
Yeah, customized request that maybe I say their name in it or something that they're really into that I don't have already. Sin, what you're up to. Sometimes it's just general conversation. Like sometimes guys just want to talk.
Have you like recognized any of the names in here of people?
Ladies, is there any platform for us out here where we could just put in a request because we just want to talk? You know, I just think it's so interesting how these men be out here projecting their loneliness on us. Men just want to talk? That's crazy. Aren't we the lonely ones? I thought we were the ones that were out here lonely. Because that's crazy. They just want to talk to her? Interesting.
People that you might know.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys like outwardly say like we used to go to school together.
Wow.
Or some of like dad's friends and stuff like that.
What messaging you?
Yeah. I just tried to keep it very professional.
Your version of keeping it professional is sort of the opposite of everyone else's version of keeping it professional. Yeah. Have you ever received any scary message on here that like something that frightened you or made you feel unsafe?
Some people's requests are sometimes way too much. Like I had literally last week, like, can you put a bag over your head and pretend to be like suffocated? It depends obviously on the request, but stuff like that I probably won't do. I don't want to encourage it. Like that for me, I don't think that's doing
what
it.
the hell?
If I offered you $1 million to do it?
I probably would bend my morals for that, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I also want to know, I wonder if they're going to talk about like her safety. Yeah, like I wonder because, you know, like some of these men would become super obsessed, territorial over her. You know how the male species is. So maybe a little territorial. I wonder what her safety measures are when it comes to like, you know, exposing herself so much to these random strangers on the internet, you know, or she said some of her dad's friends and people that she went to school with. So I just wonder what what safety measures does she take when it comes to doing something like this?
Yeah. You've got spreadsheets. This is incredible. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't a businesswoman at one point. You've got a spreadsheet.
This guy's paid for a bottle of spit in a 6-minute video.
You did what, sorry?
I paid for like a bottle of spit. Just me like spitting into a bottle.
And is he going to receive that? Or?
Yeah, I'll send it in post.
Lily invited us to observe the creation of a custom one of her subscribers had paid $300 for.
So the guy's asked for a off instruction and he wants it kind of a dog style. So a little bit more like me telling him what to do. And he's asked for me to wear a black bikini and some high heels. So I'm sure we've got one in here somewhere. I mean, this one's extremely skimpy, so I'm sure he'll like that.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
All the best. Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own semen?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You ready to be my pathetic little loser for the next 3 minutes? I want you to take it and eat it. Well done,
Thanks for being my loser. Bye.
That was very interesting.
It's kind of fun. You're kind of like playing an acting role.
Yeah.
In a sense.
What Lily had shown us so far was fairly in keeping with most creators on OnlyFans. However, what she was planning to do in a couple of weeks' time had never been seen before.
This is where the applications are coming through.
Where the guys are messaging.
I had it switched off for a little bit, so it's just.
So how?
I wonder how many applications there were. You know what, y'all? This making me so upset because I watched men do commentary on this, and they never pointed out the amount of men thirsting over this woman like this. So not only were there 101 men that she slept with in a day, but the applications, how many were submitted? Girl, this, you know what? This is like, men think that this is exposing modern day women. I'm like, no, it's exposing modern day people. Okay. That's what it is. It's exposing the culture, the world that we live in when it comes to this side of the world. Maybe not in your day-to-day life, but like this world exists for so many. And it's just crazy. Come on now. How many do you think applied? And then, ladies, do you think we need any applications to submit for a one night stand? Like for a good 20, 30 minutes? Do you think we need to submit an application for that? Come on, this is just crazy to me.
How are you doing this? You put out a phone number.
Yeah.
And people can just apply?
Yeah, so I put out a little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a photo of you holding your ID. So this guy's from Belgium. He is 32. Oh, he's from Barbados. Jesus. We're going global.
Is this just going to be completely random as to how you pick them?
Yeah. Like we said, we prioritize the ones who have STI checks. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm nervous for is like for them to have a good time. I want to make sure they enjoy themselves and don't come away from it like, oh, I feel disgusted or that wasn't fun. 2006.
Oh my God.
So
how does that make him? So 18.
18, yeah. I mean, he does like 18, doesn't he? Hey there, I know I'm late, but would love to you and lose my.
Did she say 2006 applications? Did she just say that? Listen, this is what's so crazy to me. This one woman is supposed to be the standard for modern women, right? But 2000, wait, did she say it was the year that they were born? I was about to say, I wonder. Let me go back because people are saying, okay, so he's 18. Okay, let me go back. Let me make sure because I want to know like how many applied. Let me go back.
2006.
Oh my God!
So
how does that make him? So
Okay.
18.
Girl, I was about to say. I thought she was saying that makes 2000. In 6. I thought she was counting like how many applied. I'm sorry. Okay, it's his birthday. But I wonder if they're going to discuss how many actually applied.
18, yeah. I mean, he does like 18, doesn't he? Hey there, I know I'm late, but would love to you and lose my virginity.
He actually said lose my virginity. He has to get his spelling fixed.
I think other people in the industry definitely look down on me for doing this, but I think at the end of the day, people forget that it's also my fantasy. And this is also something that I'm really enjoying and want to do and have wanted to do before I was even in the industry.
Our filming was interrupted briefly by a phone call from Lily's mother. Apparently, she calls Lily every day.
Mum always call me every day. What have you been up to today? I'm just getting railed. What are you? No, they're just sort of checking in on me.
You've obviously spoken to your parents about this, right?
I actually haven't. My parents know what I do, but I'm not on the phone to them every day going, oh, I just got DP'd. 17 guys today, or this and that. They don't need to know the logistics.
Of course.
I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do. Doesn't mean to say my parents are like going to disown me or hate me or anything like that. I just don't want them to think less of me, you know? Like we can still be like very close and stuff like that, but I just don't think they need to know like exactly every single detail.
But they'll find out, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. This is the thing I think with like my like career and stuff like that. We're not sat here talking about, oh, I filmed this with today, or you know, I filmed this, because there's just no need. I remember my dad saying like, my friends talked about you, like seeing you on mobile, something like that. And
you know, I talk about this all the time, that when you feel like you have to hide parts of what makes you who you are, it creates a space within yourself where you're not comfortable. Like, you're not really comfortable with what you're doing. You're not really comfortable with who you are. You're not comfortable. And this is going to be triggering for some people, because if you were comfortable, you would be out loud about it. If you were 100% comfortable with it within yourself, you wouldn't give two F's for real. But it's the fact that she doesn't want to tell all the details because she's concerned about them looking at her differently, which means she's not 100% comfortable with the idea of her doing this, and her parents truly know about it, the ins and outs and everything like that. So this means she has to hide parts of herself to make herself feel more comfortable with what she's doing. And I keep trying to tell the girls, I'm like, when you feel the need to do all of that, now you're creating a space within yourself where you're at war. Like, you're at war with yourself. So now you're gonna do this mental gymnastics with yourself, and it's gonna make you uncomfortable because you can't be free, which is why this is not sexual liberation. This is not sexual liberation. Sexual liberation doesn't create war within yourself. If anything, it gives you a sense of freedom. But this is kind of like making her feel like she can't outwardly express herself, or she can't outwardly be excited about what she's doing. She can't outwardly just do this and like be comfortable with it, you know, or be happy with it. Like, she still has to hide some parts of it. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And listen, my parents don't agree with every little thing that I do, but I don't feel like I have to hide it though. You know, like, if they find out about it, they find out about it. I'm not going to be telling them every little detail when it comes to my life, but I'm not hiding anything, and I'm not at war with myself. I'm like just expressing myself freely. So I don't think she's 100% comfortable with what she's doing, which is going to create some internal battles within herself. And maybe she hasn't even came to that conclusion yet.
they know, but like, there's just no point in being like, oh, you know, I'm doing this or doing that.
Yeah. Are there days where you second guess it ever?
Not particularly. There are days where I'm sat here on a Sunday, I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends, and I'm like, you know, I see a comment and people are like, God, no one's ever going to marry you, or something like that. And that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally love my job. But just like people talking about your body constantly, how you look, every day someone like picking at you, I think that's the hard part. And also just the pure fact that people think so much less of you.
Yeah.
Before anyone ever meets you, they already perceive you to be something. I think now I'd find it hard to make friends in terms of like real friends that really just see me for who I am, and not like, gosh, like porn star online, whatever, this kind of like persona.
Yeah.
Also just like all of social media, like everyone is preying on your downfall. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. your Instagram's trying to get shut down. Like, you know, it's just like the little things that's just like, no one likes what you do.
She needs to wake up and smell reality, baby. People are not liking what you're doing because of what it's promoting. And people also believe that they may label this self-harm. And so, yeah, like, I don't think people are like preying on this girl. I mean, there probably are people preying on her downfall, probably people in her industry, but not everyone is actually like preying on your downfall. People are concerned with what you're doing and how you're promoting this publicly, and how this may influence other young girls, because this girl is 23 years old. This girl is 23 years old. She has so much more life to live, and this is where she is now, and it's a lot. And then I think it's unfair to say that people look at her and they look at her less, but if you really truly understand the concept of society and how we view value, like when we see something as valuable, it's something that not that many people have access to. It's like you can't get upset with how the world is. You can only get upset with how, I guess, the world is not willing to receive you based off of how you're choosing to show up. But anything that's valuable in this world, it always has limited access. It doesn't matter if it's a handbag. It doesn't matter if it's shoes. It doesn't matter if it's a car. It doesn't even matter if it's a house. It doesn't even matter if it's a college. It doesn't matter if it's a job. It doesn't matter. If it's truly valuable, there are credentials that you must have. There are standards requirements that you must meet. There's just a lot of things that there's money. There's so much that goes into it before that person or these people can get access to it. And because it's so hard to get access to it, it's seen as very valuable. So it's like, I think it's unfair. Yes, prostitution is legal there. I think it's unfair to just say, oh, people view her less. It's honestly how the world is truly set up. So the more access you give to people, the less valuable it will be. Same thing when it comes to running a business. If there's a product you're trying to sell and you make it easy to access for people, it's not going to be seen as valuable. But if you raise the price and you have a good product or you have a good service, it's going to be seen as more valuable. Same thing with like private schools, college. It's just, listen, this is just the society that we live in. It doesn't even matter like what part of the world you're in. It's just, it is what it is. I think it's unfair to just say that though.
And everyone just thinks less of you, basically.
I see that you've kind of like taken on the word like and almost owned it in a way.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind being called. I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day. That is the definition of a Charlie.
Would you refer to yourself as a feminist?
Yeah. At the end of the day, doesn't feminist mean like you just want equal rights for boys and girls? And yeah, I do what I want.
What? See, y'all, do y'all see why I had to walk away from the feminist shit? Because that's a white woman struggle. Girl, I'm not fighting to be out here doing what men can do. This is what I be talking about. That's why I made the video I made about my unpopular opinion, the election. This is why I said what I said. This is what the Caucasian women want to fight for. Their fight is not my fight. Girl, I don't want to be out here like, what? I don't want to. If this is what feminism is, you can miss me with that shit. Girl. And then if we being real, me going out and sleeping with 100 men, it goes against what I'm trying to achieve here. Publicly as a Black woman, it goes against that. So that's why I had to separate myself. Like Black women be mad at me because I say I'm not a feminist. I'm not, because I don't want to do this shit. Like, honestly, I want to live a soft. My feminist is living a soft girl life where I'm not out here exchanging energy with people that I don't even freaking like. It ain't even just men. Like, girl, we got bigger problems. That's what I be saying. And then y'all wonder why the Caucasian women voted the way that they did. These are their problems. These are the problems that they have, y'all. That's what I'm like, girl, get out of here with this shit. Go somewhere else. This is not a fight I want to fight. And that's why they voted the way that they did. Because think about it, right? Let's really do a deep dive here when it comes to the palm colored women here for a sec. The reason why this is their fight is because this is their only true struggle, right? They want to be able to go out and sleep with 101 men and not be labeled a slut, even though that is the sleeping with multiple men is the actual definition and term, right? But they want to be able to do that without being labeled that, right? That's their struggle. I want to be able to just exist as a Black woman and not be called the N-word with the hard R at the end. Baby, we not fighting for the same things. And then, ooh, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad because they create problems. Like they literally create an oppress. Like this woman really went, y'all, this is making me mad. She really went out here and created a problem for her to solve. Girl, I got real problems. I don't want to be called the N-word with the hard R at the end. You over here, like, I don't want to be called a slut, even though determine the definition for slut means sleeping with multiple men. That's what that's why I had to separate myself, because we don't even have the same fight. And when it came down to it on election day, you showed me we don't have the same fight. And I get it, right? The Caucasian women, they chose their community, which I understand. Right? Because you chose your community, you chose your family, you chose your children. I get that. But it's just like, girl, get out of my face with this oppression bullshit. Okay? Because we know when it really comes down to it, girl. So I had to separate myself real quick. Because I'm like, what we fighting this? Absolutely not.
And I do it because I enjoy it. I think there are obviously some women that maybe go into because they have to or need the money and stuff like that, or they're kind of coached into it by men. But my personal experience is I've only ever felt empowered by the fact that I'm making money off something that I think guys will do anyway. Like guys are always going to sexualize me, so I may as well try and profit off that bit.
I mean, not all guys are going to sexualize you.
I don't really know.
So she's basically saying that her giving her power away is empowering herself. So her being a rebel in her mind is empowering to her. It gives immaturity. Like it just gives immaturity. Like that's what it gives. And it gives, I don't see the value in myself. Because I'm always talking about how you are expecting for these group of men who don't see value in you to see value in you. And it's like when you're out here, you can't expect for every man that you bump into to truly see your value. That's delusional. Because the same would apply to just regular everyday people, women too. You expect for a random woman on the street to see your value. She's not. It's crazy. It's a level of immaturity here too. She's 23, so it is what it is. But it's a level of immaturity when it comes to her mindset. Like, of course, they're not going to see the value in you, and you can't force them to see the value in you by going out and doing something like exploiting yourself because they're exploiting you, and now you feel like, oh, I'm taking my power back, and now I'm empowered. And it's like you're really not. You're really not. You're giving in to the very thing that they don't see as valuable. That's really it.
I think I mean, I'm not, maybe not all guys, but a would. I mean, I'm like a part of the problem. It's so hard because like doing extreme stuff like this is not normal.
She said that she's a part of the problem. I'm glad she said that. Thank you for saying that.
Like, and I think then guys are probably going to expect girls to maybe be as strong as me and sleep with this many guys and take it up with us or do stuff like that isn't real life sex. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around.
But
I told y'all earlier that she's at war with herself. When you're at war with yourself, you're very confused. You're very, very confused, and you are unsure of yourself. And 1 minute you think what you're doing, it feels right. Then the next minute it feels wrong. You're at war with yourself. So that means when I say you're at war with yourself, it's this tug and war. It's this back and forth. So yeah, like she's at war with herself. There's parts of herself that likes what she's doing, but there's another part of herself that knows she's a part of the problem because she just said that. And then there's another part of herself that knows that she can't tell her parents everything because she doesn't want to be judged by her parents because she feels like she will be judged negatively. That is a woman that's confused. That is a woman that has this tug of war within herself, and she's just not completely comfortable. And that's not sexual liberation.
But you do enjoy doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people forget it is my fantasy and this is what I enjoy. And so it's hard because you're like being selfish.
I wish there was a therapist on set with this because she keeps saying that this is her fantasy. This is her fantasy. And I wish there was a therapist there, like a sex therapist of some kind that could ask her, like, if she, I want to know, why is this her fantasy? Like, where did this fantasy start? And how did this become a fantasy for you? Was it because you became sexually active, then promiscuous, and then it transitioned into this is like a fantasy? Did you become addicted to sex and then it like transitioned into a fantasy? Like, I have questions, you know? I want her to go a little bit deeper, but I know this is a documentary or whatever, but I would have wanted someone to kind of dive a little deeper with her regarding this being a fantasy of hers and where it came from and maybe like where it may have all started.
But you're also not helping the situation.
I left Lily's house with more questions than answers. I still couldn't understand why she felt the need to do what she was doing and whether it was truly what she wanted to be doing. I thought it might be helpful to hear the perspective of another OnlyFans creator, so I reached out to Alex Letitia, also known as the Queen of Southampton.
So now this is something I've wanted to know all day. Do I call you Alex or do I call you the Queen of Southampton?
Oh, either. No, you call me Alex. Basically, I went into OnlyFans because we were really, really broke. It was really last resort. I had never, ever sent anyone a nude prior to this ever in my life. So I was so naive going into it. I started off just doing bikini pictures and lingerie, but it is a slippery slope. And the demand is more. Before you know it, you're having sex on camera.
And is that something you regret?
That's crazy.
There's a lot I regret on there.
Do you feel scared that you might ever have to start doing things you don't want to do in order to keep that money coming in?
It is scary, yeah, because people are starting to do the most outrageous things online. I've seen so much of it lately, and I think my daughter's already getting stick for what I do. And like
oh my God, girl, this is crazy. Cause I even think the mukbangs, and you know how people are like shoving their faces and it's like, it's just gluttony, y'all. And they're like shoving their faces and it looks like it hurts. Like, it doesn't even look like the food is enjoyable. Because listen, if we gonna judge the girls that do the OnlyFans and things like that, we gotta start judging these people that are literally shoving food down their throat. It's not appealing at all. It's not. It looks like it hurts. Am I the only one that's seeing those mukbangs where it's like people are literally shoving the food down their throat and like taking these big bites and it doesn't even seem like they're chewing their food all the way. It looks like it hurts. So it's crazy how that is now transitioning into, I guess, this space where, you know, the people that are into sex work, it's like now they're being kind of pushed to do more extreme things to go viral or to get the clicks, to get the views, to get the clout, to get the fame. Like, yeah, it's just getting out of hand. And see. This is why I be agreeing with the Bible, because I'm like, yeah, gluttony, just no boundaries. Like, it all leads to the pits of hell, clearly, because it's like how we start off here and then we slowly, you know, start to transition. It's getting more extreme, more extreme, more extreme, more extreme, more extreme, more extreme. And it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It like, it's not stopping. Where is the start? Where's the stop button? See, no, I'm being for real. People taking it like too far. They're just taking it way too far. Whether it's food, y'all, it's pranks online, people just scamming with the GoFundMe's, the mukbang. It's like, where is it going to? There has to be an end button. There has to be a stop button, and there's no stop. There's no stop. It's become all of it. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just becoming too much, y'all. It's becoming too much. who are 25 and older are forced to do more extreme things to get paid. Oh, 25 and older. You know what? That's crazy. So ageism is in this too. That's crazy.
I said I don't really do anything controversial compared to all these other girls, and it just keeps being like leveled up and up and up of the expectations.
Well,
Wow.
on Saturday, I'm going to another OnlyFans creator, Lily Phillips, is planning to sleep with 100 men in a single day for OnlyFans content. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's really sad.
Ooh.
I just worry about her mental health. I'm hoping it's a hope.
Oh my God. I'm so glad they brought on a sex worker to say that, because you know how the internet is, you know how the internet is. The internet likes to drag you if you don't just support every little thing. But I can't support this because I don't believe this is good for her mental health at all. I don't believe it's good for her mental health, her physical health, her spiritual health at all. This is a woman that's in the business and she's saying that it's really sad. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank God she said that. Because I'm just like, you know how the people like to tussle online? Like, girl, this ain't healthy.
And it's not gonna actually happen. I don't know. From what I've seen of her, I think she's like young and beautiful. I don't think she has to sleep with 100 guys in one day for attention. I don't know.
Absolutely
it's like
not.
medically, is she going to be in a lot of pain? Mentally, you're going to be known as the girl that shot 100 guys in one day, and I think that's really sad. The problem is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. Like, no one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where everyone objectifies you. That's the reality of it. You're like the cash cow.
Do you think the kind of thing Lily's doing?
Girl, you know I like a person that keeps it real. You know I do. And you know what? I can respect her. See, that's a woman I can respect, because even though she's doing what she's doing, right? And it's for obvious reasons. She's trying to pay her bills, right? She sees the negatives and she's seeing things from a real place. Like, thank you for saying that. I don't even know who that girl is. I'm gonna have to follow her on Twitter X just to go. Well, I don't want her stuff popping up in my newsfeed. You know what? We just go support from a distance, because, girl, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. She's just being honest about what she's doing. I can always respect that.
This weekend is the future of OnlyFans.
I hope it isn't, but we keep seeing so many sort of outrageous stunts. Maybe people assume they have to do that in order to get attention and followers. So it is just going to have to get more outrageous, which is quite scary if you think about it. Oh, I'm just worried about the smell for you.
The smell?
Yeah, I feel like the smell will be bad.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Bye.
The whole thing, I think I'm realizing, is actually more mental than we originally thought. There are 100 men turning up to have sex with her for 5 minutes each in a single day. I mean, there's a decent chance that one of them is going to be dangerous. One of them might have a weapon, have a criminal record. A few of them will have STIs. Just on a basic statistic, you can know that a few of them are going to have STIs. So let's just hope those condoms are good ones.
I had a sinking feeling that perhaps Lily hadn't
This
fully
is
thought through the
crazy.
challenge she was undertaking.
How are we looking? We're 1 week away.
I think we've got about 50% of them confirmed.
And then you're checking that they've done an STI test?
Yeah, so prioritizing guys who have STI tests. They have to screenshot the results, kind of thing. But this is the thing with it, like, you can never 100% know if they
Screenshot? Girl, you going off of screenshots? Screenshots? Baby, I don't even go off of screenshots. I need to talk to your doctor. Call your doctor, get your doctor on the phone. I need her to tell me the results. A screenshot? Do you not understand that people, y'all, this is crazy.
had an STI test, and even if they had, they could have slept with 10 girls in between the test and things like that. It's more just like, you know what you're getting involved in if you're willing to participate.
Are you going to kiss any of the guys?
Definitely. I feel like some of them would be a bit put off, especially when they know I've just had like 57 guys inside me or whatever.
Why do you think that would put them off?
I think it's more if someone's to my face. I can imagine that's what's put another guy off.
So you would let like these guys do that on your face?
Yeah.
And in your mouth?
Yeah.
What if they had HIV?
Is that where it comes from? With spunk in the mouth?
Girl, I'm about to turn this. You
really? See, I've never really thought about that.
Y'all, she about to piss me off. She's about to piss me off. Let me calm down. She cannot be serious. She cannot be serious. Oh, girl, this. She cannot be serious. And you're wanting to tell me that she knows her value. She knows her worth. She appreciates herself. She wants to know why people look at her less. It don't seem like she values herself at all. Like, what? Y'all, I really thought when I heard this, I'm like, oh, it's just going to be bam, bam with a condom. She done. STI test, confirmed, approved. But girl, you doing too much. You're playing with your life. That's crazy. See, that's why I wanted to react to this full thing, because I just wanted to see. That's crazy.
But last time when I did it, all of them could see their mouths.
What?
I can't really explain it. I get like serotonin, like from when people are like, "Oh my god, you're that on the internet." Sounds crazy.
I know, and I know you're saying that to me right here. But I don't believe that.
Really?
No.
Me either.
I kind of love like ruffling feathers a little bit, and people getting a bit like agitated by maybe the fact that I'm people think I'm like so sad and stuff like that. But that could not be like further from the truth. I don't think
the cameraman or woman, whoever that was, don't be putting the camera on that latte or whatever that, like, while talking about this. My stomach is twisting and turning just listening to this lady talk.
From the truth, I don't think people realize like how happy this makes me. But I just think it's so funny and fun. I can't really put it into words.
Have you done anything to make sure there's not someone with a criminal record, for example, coming down?
We actually have not now. No.
What?
Do you feel safe?
Yeah. I mean, pretty sure I could take on some 50-year-old guy. No, I think it'll be fine. I'd like to think that guys aren't there I don't know what they would do anyway.
It is London, like you've put out a public call, so technically anyone could come down as long as they were over the age of 18.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd like to think someone won't go to that effort to put in their ID, drive there, you know. It's quite a big process for someone just to, I don't know, do something like that, maybe. I'm not really sure.
I had a sinking feeling that perhaps Lily hadn't fully thought through the challenge she was undertaking.
Clearly.
Maybe I was wrong and everything was under control. After all, Lily and her team seemed very relaxed about her mission. So relaxed that she squeezed in another job the night before, in Newcastle.
Hi, I'm going to be at Blinkers at Newcastle Racecourse this Friday, the 18th of October. I'm super excited. Apparently there's meant to be over 6,000 university students. It's the biggest uni event in Newcastle, so I can't wait.
It is the night before Lily's big day. These girls don't seem very prepared. They're currently on their way to Newcastle, and then they're going to be coming back late tonight, and then Lily's going to sleep with 100 guys tomorrow morning, which seems mental to me. It doesn't seem like things are going great. There are a lot of guys cancelling. They're scrambling now to find people at the last minute.
What?
I don't understand how the guys they're scrambling to find at the last minute are going to get STI checks in time. I feel a bit nervous going to this random Airbnb tomorrow for Lily to pull off the stunt. So I can't actually imagine how Lily must be feeling.
Y'all, I just want to mush her forehead. Like, she really pissing me off. She's really pissing me off. Like, I just want to, girl, what are we doing? This is just so dumb. It's stupid. It is so stupid. This is so dumb. This is just not smart at all. This is just so dumb.
It's Lily's big day. It's raining. Never woken up so early to film sex. I've never filmed sex, but you know what I mean.
This is where it's happening. I don't know where Lily and the gang are. Doesn't seem like anyone's actually here yet. One thing I can say is hidden in plain sight. It's not exactly where you'd expect someone to be having sex with 100 guys. It's 8:35. They were meant to be here at 8 a.m. They're nowhere to be seen. Do you guys want to get some?
The only thing I could think about is how she's about to take on 101 penises and 101 spirits at one, like back to back. That's crazy. That's crazy. 101 penises and 101 spirits. Like, y'all, that's crazy. That is so insane to me. Girl, it's just crazy. Like, wow. Cause I don't know about y'all. I get irritated when it's been years, like literally it's been years. But I remember when men would just randomly send me a D pic and I would instantly get an attitude. Like, why are you sending me that? Block, do not send me a D pic. So I could like 101 penises in a day and then 101 spirits in a day. That's just crazy to me. That's too much. That is too much. And it's crazy too that there are men who really think all women would find this to be like enjoyable, or this is something that we want to do, or this like, be so freaking for real. Be so freaking for real. Any woman in her right frame of mind would not want to do this simply because of just so much first of all, the paranoia that you have to worry about pregnancies, STDs, sexually transmitted. Then you got to worry about then you gotta soreness. Like, can we talk about the soreness? It's just too much. It's just too much.
Cover.
Just as we were starting to think the Queen of Southampton was right, and this was all a hoax, the first man arrived.
Yes, I'm here for the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Oh,
Hey, nice to meet you.
I never really think about things before I do them, so I've just kind of do them and then think, oh, was that okay? But yeah.
We received a text from Lily's team asking us to not draw attention to the rented Airbnb where the stunt was set to take place.
She's asked us to not be around the property so we don't draw attention to it.
So I asked lucky participant number 1 if he wanted to go for a stroll while we waited for Team Lily to arrive.
So you're obviously a subscriber of Lily's on OnlyFans?
I'm going to be honest with you, it was only when she said.
So you got a text, but they sent the address quite late, didn't they?
Yeah, just this morning. Funny, like in the text it was like, if you have any friends who'd like to take part, and I was like, oh, it's one of my motivations for coming here.
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna have,
yes.
I'm not gonna get mugged. It's on the Circle line.
Yeah.
I go to VNA after.
Finally, Lily arrived.
Hello.
Lovely
to meet you. Lucky number 1.
An hour behind schedule with a security guard on the door, we were allowed inside.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, how you doing? Fair enough.
Everyone get naked now.
This is crazy.
Let's get going.
It's a lovely house. I like that big mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put myself. I feel like just float. Everyone's just floating.
Everyone is a performance day that sits on the couch.
The atmosphere inside was nervous and very strange.
Lots of bananas.
No one, including Lily's team of assistants, seemed to have much of a plan in place for the day.
I don't know what's going on. No,
What?
there's a lot of forms this time. The admin side of things is crazy.
Having had their IDs checked and release forms signed in order to allow publication on OnlyFans, 6 men sat anxiously on a sofa, waiting for their turn to have sex with Lily. Meanwhile, it seemed the reality of what Lily was undertaking was starting to become slightly more real.
Hello.
Hello, how are you feeling?
Nervous. No, excited. It's nice to actually meet the boys because it puts you at ease a bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Is it?
And you're not getting.
I really want to. I want to see the women. You know what's so weird? It's like all of these people that are around her are making money off of her and what she's doing, but they don't want to be seen on camera. That's some bullshit to me. That's some bullshit. I want to see the assistant. I want to see all the women in the room that are supporting this shit and making money off of her. That is disgusting to me. Pimping her out. That is giving pimping. That's what it's giving. It's giving pimping. I don't like it. And everyone associated, everyone involved, like, it's like everyone wants to talk about her. It's clear she's not there mentally, right? But what about the people around? Y'all could have stopped this shit. That's why and this is why you got to keep real ones around you, because real ones would tell you, have you lost your damn mind? Because I would have been like, Lily, have you lost your damn mind? I'm not supporting this. Like, I'm for real. We wouldn't be friends no more. It would be that serious for me. Like, I can't sit back and watch this. I can't support this. And I certainly couldn't make money off of you doing something like this to yourself. This is crazy to me. That's why I'm like, no, stop blurring out the people. I want to see what they look like. I want to know their names.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just putting a baby monitor in here so I can keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Have you had like an energy drink?
Yeah, I had a squash pastry in the car.
Okay.
And we feel done.
Lunch or anything? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a break. I think it gets to about 12 and have a little.
Okay.
Breeze.
Yeah, that's good. Are the guys gonna shower? Or
No.
that just comes straight and the condoms?
Yeah, they're in my bag. I bought like 200 of them.
Yeah, that's good. Just in case because of my break.
Exactly.
And like, do we think we're gonna get to 100 today?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without it.
What?
I came to last night after work.
Oh, guys, we are running behind.
I got in at 6 o'clock this morning. Oh my god.
I'm excited just to get the first one in.
Yeah.
Like, you just like want it to start. It's like doing a race, like you just want it to start.
It's early in the morning to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
And 5 minutes each, right?
5 minutes each. Might do a little bit less time. I think there's about 8 of them.
Okay.
That's all I don't want to keep them waiting too long.
Fine. Yeah.
Where's the lube? Because I know she gonna need some lube. Come on now, where's the lube? Let's be real about that. She talking about the condoms and shit, but I know you're gonna have to have some lube. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Girl, why this is just crazy to me.
Just all the best.
Thank you.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful. Kill it. Lots of fluids.
Thank you.
I'm not filming the guys.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just as proceedings were about to commence, we were asked to leave. It was hard not to feel concern for Lily as we left the house. She seemed more apprehensive about what she was doing than she had done over the past few weeks. Perhaps the reality of the situation was beginning to dawn on her. It certainly was for me.
That's disgusting.
It was just weird. Like, that's all I can describe it as. It's just so weird. Like, I think Lily seemed a bit more nervous than she's seemed throughout this, but still, like, kind of up for it. I just cannot believe in the middle of this, like, super affluent suburb, this girl is about to just have a load of strangers, 100 strangers in someone's Airbnb.
And they never really said, like, is there gonna be a timer? Is it based off of when he, reaches his climax, rolls over? That was never discussed. So it's like, is there a time? Because some of these men, they be in their sock using their lotion, and it takes them forever because they have desensitized themselves to the real thing, just being real, right? So it's like, Is there like a timer, or is because some of these men can go and go and go and go and go and go and go because they've been using their hand. I'm just being real, y'all. They be using their hands so they could go and go and go, or they don't. I don't even know what I can say on YouTube. They don't. She said 5 minutes each. Okay, because I must have missed that part. It's okay. 5 minutes. That's crazy.
One of the men participating agreed to speak with us after having spent his allotted 5 minutes with Lily. He had flown in from Switzerland just for this.
So I came last night, and I'm leaving basically after. I went for the authentic experience.
Okay.
I had pie.
Pie,
Yeah,
British
in the
pie,
pub, yeah.
and mash.
Yeah.
How long have you known or been a fan of Lily Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Did you ever think you'd be able to have sex with her?
No, never.
And today you did?
Yes.
Were you nervous this morning going in there?
Yes, especially when I saw all the guys, the cute.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was definitely nervous.
Were you worried that maybe some of the other guys aren't going to get an STI check? Or?
A little bit, but also I think the risk for the guys is maybe less high than for her.
Facts.
This has to be the most expensive shag ever.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
Did y'all hear that, ladies? It's gonna be less risk. Not saying there's no risk at all for the men, right? But it's gonna be less risk for the men, higher risk for her. That's why I don't promote this on my social media platforms. I don't promote sleeping around, and this is why. This is exactly why. It don't got nothing to do with religion. It's very risky. That's just a fact. And so he knew that the risk for him is low, but he didn't give a damn about her. He didn't care. He didn't care that the risk would be higher for her. He just wanted to get his rocks off. He just wanted his experience. He wanted to get his kink off, or whatever the hell.
200 to get tested, 250 for the flight, maybe 800.
800 pounds, and worth it?
Yes, without it.
No, condoms had to be used. Condoms definitely had to be used. It's still, the risk is lower for them, even with condoms in. And the risk is still higher for her, even with condoms in the picture. So no, the risk is always higher for women. The risk is always higher for women. The risks are always lower for men. That's just how it is. This is why we could get like a BV, and a man can give it to us, but he doesn't have any signs at all that he is spreading this bacteria, but we will have all the signs, literally. So it's just that, and that's what I'm saying. You're trying, like, this is why I don't agree with the whole sexual liberation thing, is, and it's because of how it is coded. It's to compete with men. It's like we can't. Like, we literally can't. Our bodies are like, no. HPV too. Our bodies are like, no. Like, we can't compete with them in the same way when it comes to their sexual experiences. We cannot. It will put us at risk, which is why I can't agree with that. I can't agree with it. I can't get with the sexual liberation, y'all. I just can't. My sexual liberation is making sure I actually experience an orgasm. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? My sexual liberation is when I do engage in the sexual act. Did I have a good time? Was I feeling myself? You know what I mean? But to label my sexual liberation to go out here and sleep with 100 men just because men can go out and sleep with 100 women, girl, I'm not trying to compete with these men like that. That's what's crazy. Like, did I feel myself? You know what I mean? When I was in the act, that's my sexual liberation. Y'all listen, the girls got it backwards. They just got it backwards. They just got it backwards. Because I would definitely feel liberated if I had an orgasm. You know what I mean? But to sleep with 100 men, I don't got to sleep with 100 men to feel that liberation. I just need one guy to get the job done. You get what I'm saying? So the girls that be out here feeling like they sexual liberation is to compete with men, I'm like, we don't even have the same experience. Of course, a man's sexual liberation can go sleep with 100 women because he's going to get that orgasm, right? But me, it only takes one man to get that job done. You get what I'm saying? So that's our sexual liberation. And like I said, get in the kitchen, make them chicken wings. Okay. And start going through these men and seeing who is licking and sucking on them bones. And then at that point, then you would need to further evaluate. Does he have foreplay? Does he set the mood? You know, your sexual liberation just looks completely different. Okay. Take my grandmother's advice, cook the damn chicken wings, cook the neck bones, cook whatever you need to cook. It just needs to have a bone to it to see what's really going on. Y'all don't gotta go sleep with the men and waste your time and give your energy away. Crazy.
How are you doing? How's it going so far? How many are we on? Only 8.
Originally, we had been told we'd be allowed back to film with Lily while she had a break for lunch at 2 p.m. However, we received a text from her PA explaining that they were overrunning and they were going to have to skip lunch.
Sorry,
What?
it's Chocker, and anytime she gets a break, it's for a quick shower and eat, and then back to working, so no time to be filming during her breaks.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
How are you feeling?
Sorry, y'all. This ain't funny, but did y'all see that man? Sir, did you just lose your virginity? Like, what's going on? What, you didn't think about this all the way through? Hold on, wait a minute.
How are you feeling?
It's not something I'd normally do, but I saw it. I thought, not much wrong.
Yeah.
I think I saw it, and I just thought, fucking might as well just do it.
Yeah, like, how long did you get with her?
Well, she said 5 minutes, and then halfway through, she said she had to start the timer. So she said, like, 5 minutes from now. She was all hot.
So you got to back.
Yeah, just literally time.
Do you know how many guys have gone before you?
No idea. No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, is that what?
Yeah, well, I don't really know. You know, I just thought.
Are you happy you did it?
A little bit. I'm just a bit nervous. If anyone find out, my dad would kick me out straight away.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, sorry, we've got so many people here right now. It's absolute mayhem. I've had like 100 cigarettes. I'm chain smoking through this. I feel like this is going to go on a lot later than we planned. We planned it to end at like 7, but I think it's going to run until like 9, 10 p.m. maybe.
27 p.m. about, I think about 70 people through.
After hours of waiting, we tried to get back into the Airbnb. We ended up being delayed by one of her assistant's boyfriends, a close-up magician who had been performing for men in the waiting room.
What?
No, that is cool as shit, dude.
Lily's PA gave us some more updates and promised us that they were nearly finished.
How far off is she from finishing?
Not far off at all. We're nearly done. We're nearly
Wow.
done. We've got a few people who have like gone home and then they've called us and like, can my friend come? I've just told.
This is crazy because I had to ask ChatGPT, how many hours is this? We're just going to go off of, because I know you said that she ended up dropping it down to 3 minutes towards the end, but based off of 100 guys, right? 100 in like 15 minutes, it would be like 16 hours. This is crazy. She got a whole line like it's Chick-fil-A or Six Flags facts. So it's like 100. If she was to do the 5 minutes per guy, it would have been a 16-hour work job. Crazy.
How sick it was, and we're like, yeah, bring it, like send your friend over. But no, it's been great for like networking, like even like guys have been speaking, like, oh yeah, I do this for a living, saying the job. Oh, we need someone that does that. Like, message us back tomorrow. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. But I was like, I should not be an event planner. I actually can't believe we were going to do this without security. They've been
So helpful.
absolutely amazing. Like, I could kiss them both. They've been so good.
It's definitely the busy time of the night. That door is turning into more of a revolving door. There are guys coming in and out of there constantly. They've sent out security guards and things to go get her snacks and electrolytes and just to keep her sort of functioning.
Somebody said, are these her friends? Girl, ain't nobody in this situation really care about this woman. Hell, I feel like I care more about her than the people that are there. Because I would have been like, I'm like, why do you want to do this? Like, I would have been speaking life into her. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking her out of it, but speaking life into her about why she shouldn't do it. Why is nobody else doing that? And then, listen, I keep seeing the comments about how her mother is the financial advisor. Oh my gosh.
Then, finally, the feat was complete and we were invited inside.
Hello.
Crazy.
Yeah. Did you complete?
What's on?
Oh, yeah.
Lily's just in the shower now.
As the sort of brains behind this and managing the whole thing, how did you think it went?
Planning wise, it's a bit hectic.
For sure.
I didn't know what to expect.
So many guys left it really last minute, and we were getting messages today like, can I still do it?
Yeah.
But we had so many people drop out.
Yeah.
So when I was like going through like, yes, can you make it to London today?
Yeah.
And a lot of them were like, yeah, that's fine. We were just like scrambling to get guys. Yeah. So I was outside having a smoke with them all. We were just all talking and getting along, and then we come back in here and they've got the music on vibe, and it was
Okay. I'll give it to the men. I'll give it to you. They were scrambling to get the guys. So it seems like they may have been going in the dumpster, literally, to get these men to show up. Okay. But still, they was able to find them, though. You know what I mean? They was able to find them. But this is crazy to me. I wish we could have seen the guys, see what they look like, where they work, learn more about them. But it does seem like they went to, the pits of hell to find these men. So interesting. But it's the fact that they were still able to find them. So now it's going to be interesting. It seems like Lily is going to have to plan better if she's truly going to try to do 1,000 men. I don't think she's going to try to do 1,000 men. I don't even think that even if she attempts to, that she'll be successful. That is so true. That is so true. So we'll see. That is so true. Thank you for that super chat.
It's really nice. There were a couple guys, Joe messaged me like, oh, I didn't really perform well. Can I come back? And we've been like, yeah, that's fine. And they've just like come back.
Oh, really?
Redeemed themselves because they've been like that nervous.
How do you think Lily found it?
I think, I've not had the chance to speak to her too much. She's been in there all day.
Yeah.
And we've just like chucked her in the shower and like, she's exhausted. She's like, the first thing she said was like, I need a Nando's. I was like,
you've earned a Nando's.
Yeah, the Nando's is ordered. She's took it like a champ. She's done so well. Every time I've said, are you okay? Do you need a breather? She's like, no, bring the next guy in.
Seeing 100 guys come to have sex with Lily in one day, was that like something that obviously...
That part didn't feel too intense. It was more checking in on Lily felt intense.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of
Oh
their
my
stunts.
God.
What does it smell like?
She looks awful. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. She looks awful. She looks broken. Oh my God. Oh my God. She looks like a freaking zombie. She looks, girl. Oh my God. Ooh. She looks broken. She looks so out of it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She looks awful. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's crazy.
Like brace yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Brace yourself.
Oh, holy shit.
I guess it.
Is that real?
Yeah, he's not good with smells.
Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated 100 times that day.
Come on in,
Absolutely.
make yourself at home, take your shoes off. I've got some hangers here if you want to put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in. Where you travel from? Say, oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'll get you on the bed, make yourself comfortable,
Yeah.
take off your trousers, and we're going to have a fun time. And
This is just nasty. This ain't even entertaining. This is disgusting. So you're telling, like, girl, this is just, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it, because I don't. You telling me after every man or the same man, but maybe multiple condoms, y'all were just ripping them off and throwing them on the floor? That's disgusting. I just,
Now give them the phone camera. Just say, I'm guessing you don't want your face in it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a job, and then I say, like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we kind of got straight into it.
Did you do the with a condom on or?
No,
No,
I
condom
didn't.
off
Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex, and it's like
Yeah,
condom on type thing.
Yeah.
It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's rose. That's nice.
what the fuck, y'all? What in the absolute fuck is going on here? Y'all, I don't support this at all. I am 1,000% against this shit. What the fuck? I am just, y'all, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is crazy. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna have to call my brother. I'm gonna have to call my brother after this live. I'm like, listen, hug your daughter. Speak life into her. Tell her how valuable she is and worthy she is, not based off of her looks, right? Not based off of what is between her legs, but her brain, her essence, her laugh, her personality. Because God damn, this is a mess. I'm gonna have to talk to all the girls. I'm gonna have to gather up the girls in the family, okay? Because I got some babies in the family. We're gonna have to have a conversation. Auntie gonna have to have a conversation with y'all. We're gonna have to sit them all down and pray over them and put holy water on them. I'm being so for real, because I don't ever want any woman from my family ever thinking this is something that she has to do. This is sad. This is really sad. And you know, it's even more disgusting when you think about the people that supported her through this. It's just crazy to me.
And how are you feeling?
Surprisingly,
is it 1 out of the 101 men, only one man brought her a rose? Is that what that is? Hold on, let me go back, because I'm trying to wrap my head around all of this. This is crazy. The condoms on the floor threw me off. Wait a minute.
And then I say, like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we kind of got straight into it.
Did you do with a condom on or?
No, I didn't. Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex, and it's like
condom
on type thing.
Yeah.
It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's rose. That's nice. And how are you feeling?
One rose.
Surprisingly, downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. I think I repeatedly said, you come on my face, but not in my eye.
And they just went right at the eyes.
Well, I think like it might have been an accident. But no, I mean, I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus. And it just took definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think it was when it was only like 40, and I was like, I'm not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
And 40 is still a lot of people.
This is outrageous. This is outrageous, y'all. This is a crime. This is a crime. This is a crime. This is a crime. This should be a crime. Thank you, Beauty. That is so sweet. This is just ridiculous. No, absolutely not. I don't support this at all. This is disgusting.
People, like, imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even halfway, like, done.
When was the last time you ate?
I had I think I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest come. It's not for the weak girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend.
Baby, weak girls. If this is what it means to be strong, girl, y'all can have this shit. Weak? Girl, I'm weak? Girl, you can have this shit. You listen. You can have this shit. That's what listen, this is when feminism or the feminist movement lost me. Was when it became a competition to keep up with these men. That's when y'all lost me. See, I could have got with the feminist movement when it came to women's rights because it made sense. But y'all have completely lost y'all's damn mind. And then these are your members. These are your members. These are your members. Clearly something ain't right. So no, absolutely not. And then the reason why I don't even want to label myself a feminist, I don't want to be associated with these type of women. And I'm just being real. I don't want people thinking that I'm for this bullshit. Absolutely not. I'm not for this. Absolutely not. So I'm listen. That's why I don't do the communities, the movements. Miss me with that. Because why is it that all of these movements and communities is conditioning you to become more like the world? I don't want to become more like the world, because clearly this world is fucked up and the people in it are very strange. So I done disconnected from these movements, these communities, these groups, because they're conditioning you to become more like the world. And I don't know what scripture it is, but I know God said you're not supposed to come of the world. You're not supposed to be of the world. So, and I'm not, y'all know how I feel about religion. You get it. But listen, this is demonic. You can't tell me it's not. She fight demons. That's clear as day. So I don't want no parts in that. Nope. Absolutely not. It's crazy because my brother's calling me. I'm gonna have to call him back. Listen, this is crazy. You can't tell me there's anything. This is definitely demonic, y'all. I can't get with it. I gotta draw the line. You lost me. And listen, if y'all don't start condemning this shit publicly, you're gonna lose a lot of people because, baby, this ain't it. This is not it. This is not it. This is not smart. It's not wise. It's not safe. It's everything but. And so, no. Okay, wait. We getting some tea. Cornstar named Jasmine St. Clair. She tried to film 300 live. Only about 100 were able to perform on camera. They brought them in groups of 30 over 24 hours. That is why are we doing this, y'all? You can't tell me a dark entity, demon, Satan, whatever the hell is not working right now overtime, because people are going to extreme lengths. 300. She tried to film 300 live. That is ridiculous. Y'all took it too far. And that's why I just can't associate with these online movements. I can't associate with these online communities because y'all just take the shit too far. Y'all go too extreme. I mean, even the mukbangers, y'all taking it too damn far. I got to disconnect. I got to disconnect. I can't support this type of stuff. I just cannot. This is making my stomach hurt.
And it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like
a different type of girl.
It's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
it's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out. Like, it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry.
Okay.
Girl. Listen, ladies. There is a reason. There is a reason women fought so hard to leave this lifestyle. You have to understand that nothing is new in this world that we're living in currently, right? You have to understand why women fought so hard to go to work, fought so hard to be able to make money in a different way. And I see girls sprinting back to that lifestyle. And it don't make no sense to me, baby. It don't make no sense. You have to understand why women left the lifestyle, why they fought so hard to get away from it. Because you have to remember, at one point in time, this was the only way women can make their own money, right? Well, why, if it was just so wonderful and it was just so amazing, why did the girls fight so hard for us to work in the factories with the men, for us to get that paycheck, to fill out that W-2? This is why. And it's just so crazy to see the girls literally sprinting. And listen, all money ain't good money. It's just the reality. All money is not good money. See, that's the thing. It's like you are getting the money up front, right? But you're not thinking about the mental and the spiritual decline that you will have to go through to get that bag. And if this was so liberating, why is this girl breaking down crying about what she just did? Clearly, it's not giving her the liberation that we was hoping for, I guess. Because why the hell else are we watching this shit? Because y'all, it just makes me uneasy. It does. Now listen, the reason why I don't come out swinging on my platform when it comes to sex workers is because I understand not everyone has the privileges that I have and that you have, where you don't have to subject yourself to this. But some girls grew up on the street. Some girls grew up in foster care. They're escaping abuse, right? So they turn to this lifestyle because they don't feel like they have a choice, right? And I feel like if I'm not in a position to give them money, because that's what they need when it really comes down to it. Let's just cut to the chase. They need money, and I'm not able to give them money. I can't talk them out of basically using this lifestyle to survive. But this girl isn't surviving. This girl comes from a 2-parent household, and I'm pretty sure that her parents would support her if she was to quit this bullshit. And see, I come from a 2-parent household, so it wouldn't make sense for me to promote this lifestyle. I can go to mommy and daddy and ask for money, right? But there are other women that can't do that. So I just don't project my privilege, right? I try to understand and try to meet the girls where they are, because we all come from different backgrounds. Earlier, our childhood looks different. So I'm not here to do that. But I'm going to encourage you that as soon as you can, leave this lifestyle behind. Look at what it's doing to this girl. Okay, for everything we see. That is so true. Thank you, Takia. That is so true. And no, I don't judge, right? Because again, I don't know your life, honestly. Like, for me to judge, I would have to know your life, and I don't know your life like that. Like, I really don't. For me to discern your situation, I don't know your life like that. But I don't like what this is doing to her, and it moves me emotionally to see her like this. This girl is broken. It's just, it makes me so uncomfortable, and I feel so bad for her because I don't know. I can't see like the people around her, like her family and friends, like supporting her through this. It's really crazy, and it's really sad. It doesn't seem like she has people around her that want better for her. Even the assistant, it's just so much. It's so much. It's so much to deal with.
Just take
1 minute.
Crazy.
I think I was when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before. I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish, I've come all this way, like kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all.
You have to disassociate? Where are there any therapists in the chat box? Because you have to disassociate to complete this. Yes, she's very male-centered. She cares, you know, and I think that's why she said you have to be a different type of girl. Basically, you have to be a bitch. And she wasn't that. That's why I remember I said earlier in the reaction, I was like, this girl is truly at war with herself. Like, she's not a man eater where she's like, all right, next, all right, next, all right, next. This girl deeply feels moved and feels guilty because she feels like she didn't give a man a good experience. That's crazy. That's crazy. She looks so drained.
In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
And you know what's also disgusting? Because we clearly see how she looks a mess, right? Her eyes are red. Her energy is down. At what point, like she's disassociated, were these men picking any of this up like how we are? Because we weren't in the act with her, and they still went on with it. It's disgusting, y'all. It's so disgusting. And she still was able to find 101 men to do this with.
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all. I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards. She had stressed to me throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy, so to see her so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now this was just the warm-up, because in February I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys.
Maybe what we witnessed that night was just someone overwhelmed with emotion after completing such...
Hell no. Girl, I don't know if I should kick her ass or if I should give her a hug. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know if I should really kick her ass. Like, girl, are you okay? You need to snap out of this. It has to be for money, y'all. It has to be for fame. It has to be for clout. She's not in her right frame of mind. She's not. And it's like, I really don't know if I should kick her ass or give her a hug. Like, am I the only one that, I don't know what she, like, girl, what's going to have you snap out of this shit? Yeah, it's just as emotional as it is physical. Thank you for that super chat. That is so true. That is so true. This is crazy. Why is she doing this? She keeps saying it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. Can you, if she's going to do this again, bring in a therapist, please. Please. Like, we need to learn more about her earlier childhood experience. We need somebody to dive deeper. We do. We need somebody to go a little deeper because we need to get to the bottom of this. Like, why is she doing this to herself? This woman does not look happy at all.
Such a monumental challenge. Or maybe we saw the true toll this career can have on a person.
Oh, yeah. I don't promote this, y'all. I don't I didn't even know what to really expect. I didn't. I'm just really shocked by all of this. I really am. I just can't believe she has so many people supporting her through this. If I was friends with her, I would have to stop being friends with her. But then again, she thinks that the support that she's getting is support. And it's like, no, like, people are eating off of you. People are getting clout off of you. People are associating with you because of the clout and the fame that you're getting. People are not really supporting you, though. I don't even, like, this ain't even Kim Kardashian route. This is on a whole nother level. This is not Kim Kardashian route. This is something else. This is something else. And it's disgusting. It's very disgusting. Yeah, she's on another level. And I think that's her goal here, is to be on another level. It's to be on another level. The only thing I'm going to say is to the sex workers, please understand that women have lived this life before and they left this life. And you need to start asking, why did women in history leave this lifestyle behind? If it was so great and it was so amazing, why did women fight so hard to work? Because you have to understand, at one point in history, this was the only way women were able to make money. Why are we, as modern women, running back to that lifestyle when women were running away from the lifestyle? Like, I just want to leave you with that, because that is the main reason I never promoted this, because I'm like, wait a minute. In order for you to understand the privilege that you currently have, sometimes you have to go back into history. And so we look down at the girls that work the 9-to-5 jobs. And listen, I understand, because even right? Some would say I'm a hypocrite because I used to do OnlyFans. I literally was, or not OnlyFans. Oh my gosh, not OnlyFans, y'all. I used to do Instagram. Oh my God, I can't believe I said OnlyFans. I never did OnlyFans. I've never had an OnlyFans. Oh my gosh. But I was on my Google Photos because I was participating in the Instagram Where Were You At back in 2018. And in 2018, I was in my Google Photos and I was looking at how I was doing Instagram modeling. And at that time, in order for you to get likes, it was the less clothes you had to wear. So I started posting photos of myself in skimpy outfits, lingerie, et cetera, and I was posting it to Instagram. And so it was like, in order for me to get the likes, in order for me to get the shares, in order for me to get the traffic to my Instagram page, it was like the more I had to sexualize myself. And then I will never forget my brother. Y'all, this is a real life story. My brother, me and him were living together at the time, right? So then he goes and he goes behind my back. He thinks he's about to meet me based off of this escorting website. So there was this escorting website. My brother doesn't understand YouTube because at the time I was just doing YouTube. I didn't have a regular job. And so he was his friend called him and said, hey, your sister is on this escorting website. This is a real life story. He was like, your sister's on this escorting website. Real name, y'all. This, whoever was using my photos, they used my real name. They used my hometown city. And so my brother found out about this, and my brother's friend told him that I was on this website, right? And these were photos that I was just, the photos that this woman had, she was taking them from my Instagram and she was using them to catfish people on this escorting website. So he's going to this hotel thinking he's about to bump into me because he just can't believe I'm getting a bag from YouTube. This is a real life story. So me and him are living together at the time. And so he comes home, and at the time I was making wigs. Like I was like making wigs, shipping them out to some of my followers on YouTube and things like that. So I'm coming in, like I'm hustling, like making this wig or whatever like that. And he goes, you won't believe what just happened. And I'm like, like what? And I really need to bring my brother on to tell this story because this shit is funny as hell. And I'm like, what? I was like, I'm looking at him like, what's going on? I'm thinking, because he used to work at the club. He used to be a bouncer. So I'm thinking he just got some wild story to tell me because he just came home from working at the club. No, he met up with this girl. He was messaging this girl on a website. He met up with her at this hotel. He has it on video and everything. He's showing me the video. And as I was like, I told my brother, I was like, you really thought you was about to meet me at this motel? Not a hotel, a motel with that carpet. Because he got it on video. I'm like, with that carpet? I mean, at what point in this? Because I'm like, do you really know your sister? Because ain't no way, y'all, I don't stay at nothing below a 4.5 star. I'm not trying to sound bougie, but 4.5 or less? Absolutely not. Absolutely. A motel? I asked my brother, I was like, so when did it click that I wasn't there? When? Because it should have been as soon as you pulled up to the motel. It should have been, oh, hell no. I know damn well. Because I don't be staying, y'all, my head don't lay on nothing that ain't at least a 4.5 star better. Okay? Absolutely not. Call me bougie, call me whatever. Absolutely not. So my brother meets up with the girl and he confronts her. He's like, you're using my sister's photos to escort? Like, how long have you been doing this? So she's scared. Like, this woman is terrified. And she also told my brother, like, if you need for me to reach out to your sister to apologize personally, like I will do that. And I'm like, no, like this whole thing is just freaking weird. But y'all, I took a long time to really process what the fuck. Like I really had to. I really thought, like I really had to think about, like, what the fuck am I posting to social media where a woman can take my photos, catfish me, and exploit me, but really exploit herself. And I just completely stopped posting to Instagram. The whole Instagram modeling thing, I just went cold turkey. I stopped. I started dressing more conservatively. I'm like, clearly I'm sending the wrong message if she can take my photos from Instagram and escort with them. I don't even know how she was able to get away with this for so long. And if it wasn't for my brother's friend reaching out to me to tell him that this was going on, till this day, I would know nothing about it unless someone reached out to me. So my brother confronted her, told her, take the shit down, remove the photos off your website or off your profile or whatever the hell she was doing. She apologized, and I never had any issues after that. But if you understand the relationship that I have with my older brother, me and him would get into fights about it. Me and him would go at it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was like a daily thing because he hated the photos I was taking on Instagram. And it wasn't until this experience where I was like, all right, I see where you're coming from. And after that, I just stopped. Like, I just completely stopped. I was like, all right, I'm done. And I just quit. Like I just gave, like, I'm like, that's not the message that I want to send. And I started to see it from his point of view. I hate that it took something so extreme, but I was like, I'm done with this. And I'm like, and then I really started to see the value in myself because I'm like, I'm talented. Like there are other things that I'm good at. Like, even though I have a nice body and, you know, I have sex appeal and everything like that, I don't have to subject myself to that. Like, I'm a very talented person. There are other things that I can do. I'm very smart. So I decided to literally switch careers, do something else. And it was around the time that I had spoke out about Fashion Nova and how they weren't paying Black content creators. I ended up getting blackballed. So it was like, there was just a lot of pivotal moments happening for me in my career at that time. And I just decided to go in a totally different direction. And I haven't went back since. And the reason is because it's not for me. And I started to see where my brother was coming from. And I hate that it took something so extreme, but it had to happen. It's my testimony. It's something I can talk about now. So some may say I'm a hypocrite when it comes to this conversation, but it's like, I used to be there though. But when I was in that mindset, right? Like doing things to get the growth on social media, to build the platform on social media, I wasn't seeing things from a bird's eye view. I was very immature. I was very young. I really didn't know myself and I didn't know better. And I didn't understand the world. Like I didn't understand how people were perceiving me. I was really in this mindset that, like people are just gonna have to take me as I am, and they shouldn't. It was just stupid. like honestly, it was just dumb. Like honestly, it was just stupid. And like the fight that I was fighting, like if I could just go back and like slap the shit out of my, if I could just go back and be like, girl, the hell, honestly, that's what I would do. But it was just one of those like experiences, you know, I had to learn the hard way. And that was me learning the hard way. And I was just like, you know what, this is not for me. So this is coming from someone that has done something kind of like this, right? Maybe not as extreme as like OnlyFans or Corn or anything like that. But I was putting myself out here, right? In a way to where I was exploiting myself, I guess, or you could say I was feeding into that type of attention. Even if that was not my intent, that's what I was doing. And I can honestly say it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I like how I'm respected more. I like how I'm taken more serious. It's another reason why I don't flood my Instagram timeline with just photos of myself on Instagram, or overly do it when it comes to showing my body on Instagram, because I actually want to be taken more serious when it comes to the things that I have to say. Because again, as a woman, when you show too much of yourself, or you give people access when it comes to you, then they don't listen to anything that you really have to say. They don't take you serious. They don't, because you're showing this, you're showing that. And so actually, I just like this side better. I like the respect. It's the respect. It's the respect. I'm willing to cover up a little for the respect. That's just, I like this. I like the respect more than the likes and the clout and the attention. I like the respect more. Do you not understand? People be calling me Miss Yoni. People be calling me Miss Yoni. I be like, okay. Literally, it's not the churn. It's not just the churn. It's people call me Miss Yoni. I love that. I love how that sounds. It comes with like a level of respect. So I traded in the Instagram baddie career, the likes, the clout, the fame, whatever you want to call it, for the respect. And I can honestly say I don't have any regrets. And honestly, I like where also another thing too is the career path and me taking that pivotal switch. My parents are proud. Like that's another thing. It's like, oh, okay. My parents didn't really agree, but they support me now. But they're not just supporting me. You know how her parents are kind of like supporting her. My parents are supporting me, but they're proud to support me. You know what I'm saying? And that just does something to you, especially if you grew up in the household that I grew up in. Making your parents proud in the household that I grew up in is very hard to do. So it's like it comes with all of these wonderful things. I have no regrets. But again, I can't project my experience on all women, because I truly understand that some women choose this lifestyle for survival. And because I'm in no place to assist you financially, I can't tell you what to do with your life. Like, I have this experience, this is my experience, and I hope it connects to the women that it truly resonates with. But at the same time, I know that some women are truly in a position where they don't have any other choice. You know what I mean? And so for that, I give my grace too. But to the women where you do have a choice, like me, I had a choice, you have a choice. Let's make some changes, you know, like let's make some changes that comes with a retirement plan. Because what a lot of these girls that I see doing this type of stuff nowadays is it's not coming with a retirement plan. It's coming with a wall that you're going to hit very hard because you're not preparing for when you start to get older. Remember what the lady said earlier. The lady said earlier, because she's older, right? She feels the need to have to do more extreme things because yes, when it comes to this lifestyle, there is a wall because it's all about your looks and it's all about your appearance and it's all about the fantasy. And once you reach 25 and you become older, right, there's a wall that comes to this lifestyle. And so it's going to be harder for you to truly plan for your retirement and things like that. So keep that in mind. There is no wall. There is no wall when it comes to being a woman. There's only a wall when it comes to this lifestyle. Because when you're a woman and you're truly just in your natural essence and you're embracing womanhood and you're seeing your worth and you're seeing your value and you're seeing the self-respect. And so you're seeing the respect from others and you're self-validating yourself. You're self-assured. You know yourself. You know who you are. You're not at war with yourself. With age, you become wiser. You become very valuable to yourself and to others. So there's no wall when it comes to womanhood. There's only a wall when it comes to this lifestyle because it's based off of surface level things, you know? And so, yeah, there's a clock, there's a timer when it comes to the surface level aspects of being a woman and being in this lifestyle. But outside of this lifestyle, you can only evolve. You can only grow. You can only ascend. You can only become better. And so there's no wall when you are on this side. Okay. So that's all. I think I've talked enough because I'm losing my voice. That's all I wanted to say when it comes to this situation. Please give the video a thumbs up. I will be reacting to should I call her Paloma or Isis? I will be reacting to the niece. She spoke out again. She did an interview with this other YouTuber. And I'm going to be reacting to it. The reason why I'm reacting to it is because if I'm going to react to Isis and clock her inconsistencies, I need to react to the niece to clock her inconsistencies to see who's telling the truth. Because to be honest, I don't like the niece either. I don't. People confuse me just siding with the niece simply because the information that she dropped in her video, I was able to look into it and she was right about what she was saying was true, right? But I don't like the niece either. There's just something about the niece. I don't trust her. I'm just saying. So we're going to react to that as well. It won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow is my workshop. And I'm really excited about that. We're preparing for 2025. The girls that are trying to transform their lives and themselves. We're going to be doing the workshop tomorrow. So look out for that. I will say Thursday, not Wednesday, Thursday. Let me have some time off. But Thursday, I will be reacting to the niece and Isis, Morales, Paloma, whatever the hell her name is. And we're going to see if there's some inconsistencies when it comes to the niece and her side of the story. Okay. So that's all that I have regarding this video. Please give the video a thumbs up and I hope to see you in my next one.